search for dropshippers. My name is Chris, otherwise known as the Conversion. Goes this way, the Conversion Crusader. And if you are into dropshipping, today is all about finding you your next winning product. And if you're wondering who I am, my name is Chris. I am the head of education over here at this awesome e-commerce school called the Freedom Club. We have thousands of students from Australia, the UK, the US. These are just some of our students' results. You can come and join our community for free, give it a try. You can get all of the information you need to launch your store and start making some profit for free. Don't pay. Come and join for free. See what we can show you. And if you want to become a full subscriber, you can have that option if you want. So, without further ado, I'm going to go and invite all my students into this call. And then we're going to get started finding your next winning product. And we are live. Well, we're going live at the Freedom Club. Waiting for all the students to pop in. We'll give them a couple of minutes. For those of you who are joining in and watching at home, thank you for joining me on this Sunday. We're here to find your next winning dropshipping product. My name is Chris, head of education here at the Freedom Club. It is a pleasure. Whoop, not doing that one yet. It is a pleasure to be here today. We're going to give everyone a couple more minutes. And if you can't be in the chat for whatever reason, here is a link to, I think that's a link to the YouTube video where we are streaming live as well. Maybe that isn't the right, oh, that is the right link. Okay, cool. Okay, let's get myself started here. We will be using Winning Hunter today to find our latest products. For those of you who don't have a Winning Hunter subscription, you don't need one unless you want to be doing this in your spare time. Just bear with me, guys. I'll start sharing my screen in a second. Here we go. Let's share this. All right. So this is a link to my spreadsheet. You will notice there's only one product so far in June, but we go all the way back to February. I'm going to give you this link. This is yours. This is yours to access. And this spreadsheet is for free. This is not the Freedom Club spreadsheet. This is my own personal spreadsheet where I put my thoughts and musings and products that I find. Now, the way this works, if I color it red, we want to avoid it. If we color it orange, we want to just wait until I come back and take a look at it in a couple of weeks, make sure it's still valid. If it's white, go for it, good product. It'll make you some money. If it's green, go for it, good product. It'll make you some money, and it's probably easier for, say, a new type of e-commerce person to come in and run a green product. If it's yellow, don't be afraid. Yellow means I think it's great. Yellow means I will probably run that myself if I'm not already running it. And it's only yellow so that you can know not to get too upset when you see me running ads for the same product. We shouldn't do that anyway, unless anyone steals your content, which is not cool. But we should welcome the competition, because competition means it's a healthy product with demand. So if you're in the chat, please feel free to say hello. And if this is your first time here, please tell me as well. Elise, welcome. How you doing? Let's go find us some products. If you have any questions, if you have any products that you are thinking about running and you want my feedback, pop them in the chat. If you have a specific niche you're looking for, pop it in the chat as well. We're going to be looking at today. We're going to be looking at products from the USA, United Kingdom, and from Canada. I'm not going to be looking specifically for Australia. I'm attempting to try and find some products that potentially haven't hit Australia yet. We'll see. We'll see. We want winners. Let's have a look at trending. Let's see what trending gives us. Actually, I haven't done that for on stream for a while. What do we want? Elise, first time. Excellent. Yomo. Nice to see you again, brother. Welcome to the stream. Okay. We're going to go with, let's do it a little bit different today. Let's go 20 days running. Maybe 15, at least 15 days running. Just to mix things up a tiny bit. All right. If this, for God's sake, every time. Every time I go to do a stream, I'm not logged in. God's sake. And the worst part is my filter gets lost every time I have to re-log in. Alrighty. Countries, USA, United Kingdom, and Canada. Aline, you're into natural wellness, ethical products? Well, the thing that I notice about natural wellness products is they're not often ethical. And what I mean by that, they're not followed up with scientific research and papers that have been approved. We often find, and I'm looking at you, the grounding sheets, we often find they're hype and there's no scientific basis that they work. So I'm not the sort of person that runs grounding sheets or products that haven't been proven. And if you want to do that, that's fine. I do have them in my list. I do have them as orange or maybe white in some cases, but I specifically don't want those ones. If it's something new, like say red light therapy, yeah, I'm all for that. Something that actually has some sort of tangible benefit, yeah, that's cool. All right, we're going to be doing this again. So we're going to sort by trending, and we want days running to be 15, just to spice things up a bit. Let's see what we find. Okay. Waterproof lip gloss. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I think I've already gotten a list at some point. And well, that's not working on that store, so we'll skip that one. We're looking for good examples, by the way. Some of these products might be okay, but I'm looking for if this store that I'm looking at right now is actually making money from it.
Tired of plants that just won't serve.
Oh, so now we're selling hair nets as appliance covers. Okay. Last seen 3 months ago. We just out of morbid curiosity. I gotta see. Is anyone buying this? I don't think so. No. Key indication: set patient SE01. Not really the name of a business that exudes trust. All right. None of these look very good. I don't think this is the filter that we want. Jackson, hey man, welcome to the stream. These aren't it. This is not what we want. So trending isn't really what we want here. Let's go winners. I just wanted to see what trending did. That's all. Out of all these little features that you have in this this filter system here, I don't use that many. Okay. Closet space. Flip with a hook to hang pants. Okay. I mean, I don't know how you'd make money out of this. It's cool and all. I don't think they're going to be running ads. Let's see. Let's take a look. Humorous plus V. We are running ads for clothes. Okay. Yeah, they're not running those anymore. Okay. Cell phone battery died. There's better solar panels out there. We saw these the other day.
Take these and these.
Is it just me?
These are terrible. All right. Sort by is absolutely not working. We're going to increase the days running to 20. And I'm looking for stuff that's been last seen. Let's say 2 days. Let's see if this helps. Okay, this should give us some fresher stuff. Outdoor dog ebook photography course. No, thank you. That's cool, but that's not a product. These are looking better, by the way. These are looking much better. Lacy Mate Dreamy. Well, that's going to get me banned from YouTube. We won't be looking at that one. Low Free. What's Low Free? Mechanical keyboard. It's interesting, hey. So, my daughter, she just got a new PC. She's 21. And when I said to her, hey, you should go get yourself a normal keyboard from JB Hi-Fi, she's like, Dad, come on, Dad. I ain't getting a normal keyboard. I want one of these classic chunky boys. This is what's raging right now. These beautiful retro-looking clickety-clickety. I think she said that they were like buttery clickery sound. So they're kind of heavy-ish. They look like they're from the 80s. And the kids absolutely love them. Back to classics. Could this be something we sell in e-commerce? I don't see why not. It can't be that hard to make. Surely, I mean, everything's made in China, but surely these aren't expensive. Let's take a look at the ads. They're running. They got lots of different ones. They certainly sell a lot of keyboards, these guys. I reckon that's cool. You know what? I don't know if this is a store that we can launch, but I'm putting on the list. Keyboards. How would we know if this is a store we could launch? Well, we would just have to give it a try. Lowfree does a lot of partnership marketing with YouTubers. Cool. Doesn't mean that we can't go and try and launch a retro keyboard. Doesn't mean we can't give it a try. And a retro mouse. I'm sure they're cheap to purchase. Like for us. Yeah, something I haven't, like, I've thought about how can I, because I love, if you can't tell from my whole setup here, I'm a bit of a gamer. My family's are gamers. We love playing games. I always thought if I could make a store for gamers, that'd be cool. But what would I buy from a dropshipping store? Not much. Maybe some lights. Maybe some you know, good seat stuff. Gummies. These gummies are popping off right now, hey. Pure Himalayan Shilajit Gold. Shilajit Gold. Please don't laugh if I'm saying that wrong. Now, how would you get these? I think if you're going to do this... Jackson, hey, you've got solid primary and like 10 different Aussie suppliers, but for complimentary, you've not been able to find any suppliers that have a workable cost of goods. You can source them from AliExpress, but you worry that might run against the whole AU-based thing. Yeah, probably will. The extra shipping times. Should you look for other complementaries? Yeah, look, if you're wanting to stick to Australia and you just can't find your product, you're going to have to... You have two choices. Either you stop the Australian thing thinking and just ship it all from China, or you find a different complementary that you can supply. Or you buy it in bulk yourself. You buy both in bulk and you ship it yourself. But that's not really drop shipping, but it's still e-commerce. You can also buy it in bulk or go through the Australian sourcing agents and get it sourced in Australia for 3PL. There's going to be a higher cost to that. So it's a bit more of a risk. My personal approach is always shipping from China, personally. All right, this is cool. Look, I'm going to put it on the list as just an example of gummies, because they are a popular product right now. It's not something I would personally run. I don't really want to run food products or like stuff you eat. I just worry about quality. You take shellac, put it in resin, you sell it at work, and interest you? Cool. Well, my advice if you want to do that is definitely find a good supplier. You don't have to like, I wouldn't be buying this from China. You could probably get a good supplier off eBay, and there's probably good compound pharmacies or, you know, supplement brands that make this, and that could be good for you. But you can absolutely drop ship this stuff. It's just not something I personally do.
This right here has been a game changer.
And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you can get it from China. You just got to know that you trust the that you trust the supplier. All right, we got Euclips. These are cool. I don't even see Australia as in there as a country they're advertising to. Wow, $70 for a piece of something. A piece of metal, right? With a good hook. Huh. What the? How does that work? $69. I'm confused about their pricing here. This makes no sense. Perfect for landmine road. Okay, I don't get it. But it's still pretty cool. Have I had shipping times issues with the Chinese suppliers? So when we first launched the Chinese suppliers, I mean, the Chinese suppliers are mates of mine too. I've been working with them for 10 years. In the time that I've been working with them, I haven't really had noticeable shipping time problems. When we first introduced my suppliers to the Freedom Club, with the volume of new people coming on board, we did have some students have some long shipping times. But for the most part, I'm 95% sure that everyone at the moment is getting consistent shipping times. What you want to do, if you're going to go down the Chinese route of shipping from China, the most important thing is you have a customer support team, you have tracking set up on your website, you have proper tracking with, what do I use? 1 second, I'll just get the app that I use. Here's my tracking app. After ship. You set up after ship and you set up notifications. So what happens is people complain a lot less about shipping times when they get a notification in their email whenever the package hits a new milestone. So when it's shipped, they get an email. When it's gone to onto the carrier, they get an email. When it lands in Australia, they get an email. When it's out for delivery, they get an email. When it's been delivered, they get an email. When that happens, they're a lot happier with the shipping times. So my shipping times take between 7 and 12 business days. Sometimes customers will send an email on day 5 and say, hey, where's my stuff? And we're like, hey, yeah, you know, we've got 7 to 12 day shipping times, but your product's in Australia, it'll be with you in a couple of days. I don't see any of that because my support team, who I pay like $10 an hour, maybe $15 an hour, they take care of all of that for me so that I don't have to stress. I've trained them to use a spreadsheet to share with the supplier so that we can track individual orders and where they are and what ones that are late and ones that have maybe an issue with the product that need to be replaced or a refund. It's all done via a spreadsheet that I don't even look at, that my team works on with the supplier. So My stress levels are extremely low. I've got really good reviews on my website and through Google. Customers are happy. The products are good. And my repeat purchases, I've had people order, and I'm not even exaggerating. I've shown you guys on my streams 30 to 50 times. Right? 30 to 50 times. It all comes down to making sure that your team is empowered to help customers feel good and to make customers feel good and to bring them coming back. And that means human interaction. That means being kind. That means over explaining. Bonnie, you've come across something on your Facebook of someone creating their own coloring book in ChatGPT based off their own images from a lab in Australia they did. You were curious that you could make... Yeah, I've actually thought about doing that myself. Our supplier. So, just so you guys know, I'm in the crafting niche. Well, I'm in a lot of niches, but this is the niche that's made me the most amount of money. And I'm talking, we've done 10, probably 12 million in sales since we started. We've done 10 million in sales in the last 5 years alone. That's my wife there. She loves these kits. Well, she spent a lot of time with these kits. She doesn't currently do them at the moment. She goes through periods where she might. But the people who buy from us are obsessed with these. So all things crafting, I love because I know there's a big market out there for it. The supplier that we use, his name is Bron. He's the CEO of the warehouse, and he got started with a printing company that makes these for me. These are custom built. We can print books, puzzles. I wouldn't recommend getting to puzzles. There's no margin on there whatsoever. We also print paint by numbers kits. We print cross stitching kits. We even print scratch kits. I'll show you some of these. So if you're into crafting, I can help you. I can help you get that off the ground with the printing team here and print them on demand from China. Does the supplier update the tracking number directly? Yeah. So once the supplier ship the product, the app that we're using adds the tracking number to the order. And once that's done, you can use after ship then to contact the customer whenever the tracking changes. Now, if you want access to the supplier, it's really easy. You just got to give me a message on my WhatsApp, and I'll give you a link here if you want to message me. Same here on YouTube. That's a direct link to my WhatsApp. Come say hello, tell me what you're selling, and I will hook you up with a chat with the supplier. And if you like what they have to say, and if you like what they can do, you can start using them. They'll give you all the instructions to install their app and use them. And if you're wondering why I do this, because it's a favor to my supplier. It really is. He gives me a small commission based on people that actually agree and sign up, and I know that he's my man for life. And that didn't come out the right way. He's my supplier for life. All right, use clips or U-clips. So I don't know what these things are made of. They look like they're made well. It could be an interesting product. I'm going to pop them in the list. Weight clips. Let's go to the ads for these. No, there's no MOQs at all. If you want to, and for those of you wondering what an MOQ is, that is a minimal order quantity. Some suppliers will say, hey, we can only supply these for you if you buy 100 and they're going to cost this much. But with our supplier, no, there's no minimum order. And probably if you do have a store where you're getting, 10 to 50 orders a day, that gives you room to negotiate cheaper prices because he can then go and do a minimum order and give you severely cheap prices. Severely cheap. Does that work? All right.
So cool. So this is a flash drive for your phone where you can copy and transfer things like photos, videos, and files, and then move them right to your laptop, iPad, and even other people's phones.
A flash drive for your phone.
You can record videos and take photos directly onto the memory stick via the app, so you don't have to use storage on your phone. This has 128 gigs of storage, so that's 62,000 photos.
That's interesting because,
and it's compatible
duh.
with Apple devices, PCs, and
Of course you can put a flash drive for your phone. But that whole selling point here is
So this is a flash
this
drive
is
for
a
your phone
special
where you can
flash
copy
drive for
and
your phone.
transfer
It's just a flash drive. They're selling this in all the countries. All right, let's take a look. Let's first take a look at the ads. Jackson, you've flicked me a message. Cool. No problem, Jackson. No problem at all. I'm here to solve problems. So we got this. This is a store that is obviously selling a bunch of different stuff. They're selling hair curls and a whole range of stuff. Now, normally I would avoid these stores like the plague, but sometimes they can just be an early indicator of a product. Here we go. This is the one here. Started on, so they've been running this for 8 days. It's active. I'll see if they've been running it for any longer. Doesn't look like it. They're not scaling it at all. They must have had a couple of orders and they're just sticking it in for a few more days just to see. Look at all the bull crap that they're selling. God, it's like a $2 store. We'll skip that one.
things like photos, videos, and
It's
files,
pretty.
and then
It's.
move them right to your
I like
laptop
to look at it
and
though
even other
because
people's phones. And you can even record videos and take photos
it
directly
does
out of
follow
the
one thing that I
device.
really admire, which is when you take one product and you sell it with a different spin on it. So they're taking a flash drive and the spin they're selling it is, hey, use this on your phone. I gotta admit, it's pretty clever.
A little Therese,
Luxury cute bag
down
charms.
your eternal heaven, doing good upon me.
Handcrafted charms.
I ask,
What? What? People buy this? What? $158? Are you kidding me? No. Guys, is this a thing? Is this actually a thing? Oh, the hamburger's cute. My daughter would probably like the croissant too. Oh, okay. They'd probably like these bubble teas as well. What is this? What is this? And can I do it myself? Oh my god, where'd you get that? How to hear it often. Man, that's a good ad. Sticky Zoo charms. It's a loot like the Lubabu trend. This is cool. I'm gonna pop them in the sheet. The only thing that I would be concerned about is the fact that it is a trend and it might die off in a year or two. But I've had stores that lasted 6 months and I made a bit of money out of them. You know what I mean? That's cool. It's cool. Okay, we got what are these things called? Bag charms. Now, do they fit the freedom formula? The freedom formula says we need a problem-solving product. Do they solve a problem? They help you feel like you're cool. They help you express yourself. Is that a problem that you're solving? Oh, look, guy. It's borderline. I'd still give it a try though. I still would. I still would. I'd probably go do the family test. I'd make sure my daughter and my wife would buy them. That's usually a good indication that it's probably worth selling. Where were we? Where were we? Oops. Skip through that one.
The apps that you
Sticky
don't
Zoo.
use.
Here we go. Here we go. Shape clothing. I wouldn't recommend shape clothing. It is a tricky market.
And they are absolutely adorable. I cannot get enough of this blouse. It's just so cute. I love this floral pattern and print for the spring.
I'm not doing fashion.
This is the Greenwood 4-blade serrated drill bit. Punching through thick metal plates like this is an absolute piece of cake. Or spiral flute sufficiently
Drill bits.
rebar. It pales in comparison. Direct contact sends metal chips flying instantly. 3 seconds per hole. Doubles efficiency in concrete work. Drilling through full body tiles. Creates perfectly circular holes.
I mean,
Precision ride.
would you not just? Oh, sorry for hitting the mic there, guys. Would you not just go to Bunnings No, we can't sell this. The reason why this is crap is because this price here, yeah, we can't make money out of these prices. Even that's US dollars. Trust me, We need more margin than that. Even if you get these at like $6, it's going to cost you $20 to $30 Australian, maybe even 40 to 50 for a purchase. When it costs between 20 and 50 per purchase, we need a product that we can sell for like 80, 90 bucks if we want to make a profit. So we're gonna skip those.
Congratulations from Africa. Congratulations from Africa. We love you.
Don't know what that is. Oh, a magnet speaker. I don't know. I guess, is that like a religious thing? A Quran Surah player. Okay. Could be interesting. Let's just see how long they've been running them for. I mean, it's only got one purpose. It's only got one purpose. I can see why people would buy it. And oh no, they've got other versions of these ads. April 14. Okay, people are buying this. I wonder if this is a speaker that plays a religious song, right? Could you find the manufacturer of this speaker as well, and also sell different songs from different religions? Oh, it's got different songs here. Have these guys just sort of got the Muslim market? And could you also grab that and maybe grab the Christian market, the Jewish market, and sell different versions of this? God, imagine Christmas hymns in Christmas time. That's cool. We'll add it to the list. So, religious speaker. That sounds so weird. Religious speaker. Alright, let's check out the ads. Oh, we did check out the ads. And their ads have been going for a while. Alright. Hold on, I need to send this to my buddy. 1 second. All right, cool. That's interesting. Just tuning in, where do we mostly advertise? Meta. I exclusively advertise on Meta, and I shouldn't say exclusively, because I advertise on Meta and I advertise on Google. Google is fantastic, but that's more for, I would say, intent-based marketing. So if you've got a product that people intently search for example, my diamond painting kits, yeah, we do some Google ads. For a lot of my service-based businesses that I offer, that I sell, that I do ads for, we do Google ads. But Meta is fantastic for more of the interruption-based marketing. Meta is the go-to. If you can make it work on Meta, you should be right. Italian handle bottomless portafilter. Let's check it out. Have I spent any effort advertising on Pinterest? I have. In fact, I spent so much money on Pinterest that they gave me my own account manager, who proceeded to waste all of my money on useless marketing because Pinterest just didn't work for me. Maybe it'll work for you. I couldn't get to work. The traffic was like non-intent. I think people use, this is my experience with Pinterest, is people on Pinterest are more window shopping than ready to buy. Whereas people who are using Facebook, well, I mean, with Pinterest, it's more like research, right? You're researching, you're building a board. Whereas in Facebook, you're relaxing and you're scrolling and you're looking for dopamine. And I think that's the difference between Facebook and Meta and Pinterest, personally. Have I advertised on TikTok? I have clients who advertise on TikTok. I should probably be advertising on TikTok. I got so much I need to do. I just haven't done TikTok yet. Does it work? For some students and for some products, it works. Maybe not as well as Facebook, just in general, because people on TikTok are of a younger generation, maybe a little bit harder to convert from experience. So I don't use TikTok as a main source of ads. Italian handle bottomless portafilter. What's a bottomless portafilter? What's the Facebook campaign that's working for you at the moment? It's not about the campaign type, mate. Don't worry about your campaign type. There is no magic structure that's going to make your Facebook ads work. Any guru out there telling, and this is me coming from, tens of millions of dollars of ad spend. I literally do Facebook ads for a few of the top brands around Australia in terms of like fashion. And it's not about the structure or the type of campaign that you're using. It's about you having a strategy that you are implementing so that you know at every step of the way what you're trying to achieve. Facebook is a canvas. The tools are supported by Facebook AI, and they will support you in whatever structure that you create, as long as you have that I'm doing this to get this outcome. So what I like to do personally is set up a manual campaign, and inside the manual campaign, I like to have all of my ad sets with one, this is just for testing, with one asset in each ad set. I spend about $20 per asset, and I get a gauge for the click-throughs, for the cost per click, and hopefully for any add to carts or purchases. I don't worry too much about add to carts to purchases at that stage. I'm really just looking for my best ads. I take my best winners and I pop them all into a Advantage Plus scaling campaign. And from there, there's usually a point where you can't add more money to that. But once I get to the point where that's reached as much budget as it can and still make me profitable, then it's time to employ some different methods and create some different campaigns with some different offers or some different angles and try and test it that way. As long as you have a strategy in your head of what you're trying to achieve, Facebook will help you try and get there. You've got to learn the strategy though, or a strategy. And there's many strategies that you can learn, and one is not better than the other. Does that make sense? Even though people will try and tell you, do it this way. This is the way to do it. This is the only way to do it. I've spent all of these money. No. There's many. It's a tool. There's many ways to use the tool. Only thing that matters is having a proper strategy. Envy. If I was to start from scratch, where would my focus be in terms of ads without burning into much cash? Dude, I start from scratch all the time. This year alone, I've launched 3 different stores, and what's my strategy? What my focus in terms of ads without burning through cash? Well, you're gonna have to spend a little bit of cash to find your winning ads. I like to spend minimal amount of cash to find those winning ads, and I guess what I can tell you to do is have good angles. Use ChatGPT to help you find angles and pockets of people that you want to sell to. Make really good ads. Make really good static images. Really eye-catching, pretty static images that have your best angles as the headline and your best features and benefits inside the ad for people to look at. Test them all. Find your winners. With your videos, pump out as much content with your videos as you can. 15 to 30 seconds only. Test what works and look at what doesn't work. Try to figure out why one video worked and one didn't work, and try to figure out how to take the ones that do work and make them work even better. And it's like this constant, I'm still improving Homecraftology ads. Like this business I've had for 8 years now. I am still constantly looking at my results, looking at what's working, figuring out what angles I can push, going to my image team and saying, hey, these are the images and the products I want you to make. Go and make me 10, 15 images that I can use as ads. You know what? I don't even look at the ads anymore themselves. I take what my team gives me I pop them into testing campaigns and I let the market tell me what works. I don't want to sit here and assume that I know how to make the best ads in the universe. I don't at all. But I reckon, looking at statistics, 1 out of 50 ads you create will be scalable. So go create 50 ads and find that ones that's scalable. If you want to check out my ads, all you're going to do is go to the library and look up Homecraftology. Here we are. And you can see these ads haven't been touched since May 15. So that was the last time that I released a new set of image ads. And you can see here we got angles, we've got benefits, we've got reviews. We've got, for every different angle, every different type of person, I have a different ad that can target you. That's how we do it. It's honestly, the structure isn't as important as making a good ad. So 100K crafters trust us. We've got trust elements. Craft a masterpiece with the clearest kits. We've got quality angle. Designed for perfection, made for you. Quality angle, trust angle, review angle, how many we've delivered angle. Then we've got me time angle. We got the price kits as lower, so we got price angle. We've got review angle, customer support angle. We've got a product focused angle. We've got what this is used for angle. We've got a problem solution angle. Another review angle here. So you see how, like, just at a glance, you can see the angles that we're teaching here. Do I do the video ads myself or do I outsource? I never outsourced to Fiverr. I mean, I have in the past. I just haven't had great results. So for the angles, what I do is, what am I trying to say here? Sorry. Do I record the video ads myself? This one is a UGC person from UseClip. This one is another UGC from UseClip. This one is me recording me doing a kit with my wife doing a founders video. This one is a UseClip video that we remixed into some AI. This is my wife and I on a stream. Now, for my other brands, we outsource the UGC, and probably I'd spend, like, if I had a product that was selling, I'd spend $300 to $600 on UGC video, and then I'd take that UGC video and mix it with AI. And if you want a good AI platform, you go to ArcAds. ArcAds are amazing. These are AI bots that have been trained on real people, so they look, behave, and they sound like real people. And what you do is you take a UGC and you use it as the background, and you put another person there to talk about the things that you want to talk about. So you can, with just $300 or $600 on your UGC clips, you now have endless supplies of different videos that you can create that allows you to go and test different angles and find the winning formula for you. You can just watch this video here, and this is basically how I use ArcAds to make endless videos. Now, if you don't want to make videos, cool, I get it. It's tedious, sucks. You can go on to Upwork and go find yourself someone who excels in e-commerce videos, and there's many of them that are very cheap. Maybe for $100 they can take your clips and make you an AI video. Jackson. Oh, and that was a question I've already answered, the Pinterest. Good questions though, guys. Good questions. Hi, these dog harnesses here. These are good, guys. These are already on my list through another brand. They should sell. They should sell really well. Yoga.
There's a problem that happens if we observe how a yoga teacher instructs their classes. We often see them doing these really deep.
That's cool. I like yoga. Not going to sell a yoga product though. Oh, no, I might, but not like a video product.
Brand with Shilajit and 2 other superfoods inside of it.
We've got the Sajid again.
The X9 Plus tablet. Your all-in-one companion for work, study, and entertainment. It comes with everything you need. A case,
I don't know if we want to sell tablets.
Headphones, and more for a seamless experience.
Now the guys over at Kilos Gear have sent me over their camping line. This is the Rover Camping X, And before I did a review, I actually wanted to use it. So I've been using this light for the last...
I'll tell you one of my favorite things to do, Envy, is to find new products, ship them to my home, and in fact, I can't show you, it's in my other tabs. I'm actually going to be launching a brand new store and recording day by day what I'm doing and why, step by step. And the store that I'm going to be launching is in the snoring niche, because I'm a bit of a snorer. And my wife is sick of it, and I've been testing out some different snoring products, and they've been working. So I'm going to go and buy myself all the snoring products that I can find off eBay. And find the suppliers in China, and test them all, and find the one that I want to do myself, and make my own UGC videos to start with. So yeah, I like to make my own UGC videos. It's fun. It's a bit of a challenge. Alright, so we've got a lantern. How long would I normally spend from start to finish to build a new store? I wish I could give you an answer on that. I usually partner with people that I trust to build new brands. That way the work is split up, and it probably takes us about a week to launch a new store. But in terms of figuring out like if we're viable or not, that can take another 2 to 3 weeks. Because there's a lot of stages, right? You got your product research stage, then you got your building your store phase, and then you've got your testing out your initial products phase. And then you might have some initial success, and this is what we talk about in the growth class. You might have a strong burst of initial success where you're making some money and getting excited, and then you run out of hot leads to show your product to, and then Facebook starts to slow down your sales, and you think, oh man, this is over. And then you reach the next phase, which is having to have much better ad content. So there's all of these steps along the way before you can reach that scaling stage. And I don't know, the whole thing can sometimes take 3 to 6 months for me to decide if I'm going to keep the store running, sell the store, or just or scale it or shut it down. That's a cool dress. Cool ad. We're not selling dresses. Country charms, $12 each. Nah, there's no way we can sell it as a profit. I mean, maybe. Are you selling that with a bracelet? Let's check it out. $23 each. Add the charm bracelet. Okay, let's do this. Add 3 more charms and get 10% off. Well, we're gonna add 3 charms then. Okay, we're gonna get a silver bracelet. Spin to win. No, I just let me shop. Let me shop for now. Yeah, Australia. Let's go through these 3 countries. How much are we looking at here? Okay. But how much is all of this? Free charm holder. Ah, now we're talking. It's free. It was $69. It's now free. What's my criteria for a winning product? And what price range do I... So I'm looking for products where I can make $80 to $90 on average per sale, because that's going to help me as I start scaling and as my cost per purchase starts going up. In terms of winning, there's a wide criteria. I'm looking for a good e-commerce brand who has had enough success to have at least got some good ads, and that I can see has reinvested back in making ad content. That's usually a good sign. I'm looking for areas that have lots of competition, because competition tells me that there's probably demand. Also, on the flip side, I'm sometimes thinking about testing ideas where there is no competition, because it's a new product that I've never seen before. And it's a little bit more risky, but if you can catch a product on the wave of popularity up and you can ride that wave, it's very easy to stay above the competition. So in this case, it's looking good so far. We're spending $20 per charm. I've asked for 3 charms, but I'm getting a free bracelet, which probably only costs $10. Let's add to cart and see. I'm only $28 away from free shipping, I'm going to pay $62 for this. I think that's US, right? I think that's US. And I can add more. This could be a good brand. This could be a good idea. Okay. Okay. It's AUD. So that's $62 AUD. Now it's probably going to cost between $20 and $50 to get a customer. $20 to $50 to get a customer. This would probably cost, I reckon under 20 bucks. So this would be a break-even sale. But then you'd want to get free shipping. That's pretty clever too. Order within this for guaranteed availability. I like that. And you get a mystery gift if you spend more. All right. See what happens when I check out. Oh, that's pretty cool. Look at the... I like that. I like that a lot, actually. I'm saving that. We are currently going viral. Due to high demand, we can only reserve your order for 10 minutes. Oh. That's interesting. Do you know what this means? When you see a customization in the checkout, it means that these guys are on the top Shopify plan. Look at the things that they've got. These guys are making some serious money. They're spending $2,000 a month for the premium Shopify plan. I'm not even doing that on Homecraftology. Free travel kit, free bracelet. They must be getting these so cheap. Love that logo up there. I'm gonna try and grab that into another file, just so I can use the idea in some of my stores. Open a new tab. There we go. That's nice. That's a great way of putting your logo on your checkout page, which all of us can do without a premium Shopify plan. Yeah, guys, this is going in the list. I would run these. I might run these. Country charms. Do they solve a problem? They showcase where you've been. They're fun. They're a great gift. They're a good collector's item. I love it. In fact, that's going gold. That is a new store idea for the future. All right, man. So we've got 6 minutes left, and we've found 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 new products today. That's not too bad. I wouldn't sell shoes. We've had some students try. I think the experiment did okay. It was just the amount of returns was very, very difficult. It does have the wow factor. Yeah, but what has the wow factor is their website did a really good job. Their images did a really good job. God, some of these are going to get me banned on YouTube. For God's sake, how can these be on Facebook?
Hey guys, this makes women go crazy. 2 weeks ago, I bought Rebel by Laura after hearing all the hype. I mean, I was definitely skeptical. Cologne with pheromones that attract women. Yeah, right. But let me tell you, I'm blown away. Within days, my wife couldn't stop talking about how good I smelled. Even when I went out, women were giving me compliments left and right. She was not too crazy about that. I thought, all right, maybe it's a coincidence. Not a coincidence. This stuff really works. There's something.
All right, let's check this out. Which man doesn't want women smelling them? What's my take on high-ticket products like surfboards, gazebos, sheds, and furniture? Yeah, go for it. Go for it. The higher ticket, the more money you can make. But you may have to have a little bit more cash in the bank, because if you're selling a product for 400 bucks, you can't spend $50 in your ads and know that you got a winning product. You've got to be able to spend a bit more and try and see if that product's viable or not. So you can make more money per sale. It'll cost you more money per sale. The risk for reward is out there and is great. I love high ticket products. I absolutely do. I'm about to launch a high ticket store, by the way. I'm going red light. And this isn't a store I'm showing people as I'm making it. This is a store that I'm building on the side. It's a red light health product store. Sorry for those who are already doing that. But I'm trying to find a unique product. So this is interesting. Is it a pheromone product? It is. Rebel Pheromone Cologne, $46 a bottle. Yeah. Ooh, that's a nice pop-up page. All right, this is going on the list. Men's pheromone, yeah. Envy, which niches would I avoid? Question. I can tell you niches that I've tried that didn't work for me. And this is only a personal thing, right? I can't. Well, I think we looked at ads. 1 second. I can only do one thing at a time. Hold on. I am just a mere man. Jackson, you're in Red Light Health products? Hey man, Red Light Health. There's a good reason why I'm doing Red Light Health. I paid a subscription to semrush.com for their exploding topics. And so I did about 4 or 5 days of solid research looking at different niches and different products which were popping off or on the trajectory to pop off. And health, definitely on the trajectory that's popping off in 2025 into 2026. Red light therapy products for skin care, face care, muscle care, sweat, like what do they call them? Sauna sort of red light products. They are on a trajectory to hit. And that's why I'm entering that market. It's a huge market with a lot of different products. I think it's a great niche. And I want to get in there before the wave actually starts to fold in on itself and push everybody forward. That's my goal there. But there are many different red light products that we can sell. Sounds like you and me are going to be stepping in the ring together. But I also know that there's a handful of other Freedom Club members who are also in that niche as well. Heaps of space to play. Oh, dude, look. I keep going back to my home craftology store. Do you know how many people sell diamond painting kits out there? I'm just one of many, and this has paid my rent and my lifestyle for the past, I don't know. I don't live in a cheap house, I'll tell you that. We're paying premium rent here. You go to what's it called? Google, right? Let's search for diamond painting kits, which I do often. Let's find home craftology in amongst this crowd. And I'm currently working on my SEO, by the way. I'm trying to build this up and push me up the list. I think I'm on page 3. This is page 2. Every day I'm checking this just to see if my SEO is starting to land. SEO is hard. I'm being pushed to page 4, I think. Here I am, page 4. Yeah, SEO is like you sow seeds. You sow seeds and they grow into a forest over time. So what I'm trying to say is there are so many other sellers in the market, but the way that I make money is I have a really, really good offer, and I have really good ads, and I have really good customer service. I don't have amazing shipping times, but not many people do in this niche. A lot of these people are shipping from China too, because that's where these kits are made. That's where everything's made. And you'll be surprised in 2025 how people don't really mind having their item arrive in 7 to 10 days. It's not really a big deal anymore. Mo, you're going into this niche as well, but you're going to do advertorial and target a different audience. Terrific. That's amazing. Can't wait to see what you do. All right, so we got the pheromones there. Can we find one more? You know what I haven't seen? Oh, here's grounding. I see them every day. I refuse to put another grounding mat in the list, guys. I'm sorry. If you want to go down the grounding mat niche, by all means. I'm not going to judge. We're all here to make money. Okay, this is an example here. So, Envy, you said what niches to stay away from. It's not about the niche. It's about the product. There are so many niches that are great. In fact, all niches are great because everybody spends money on the topics that they like. This particular product, I've had a few students sell it. In fact, is this my student store? Let's just check. No, it isn't. I don't think it is anyway. Because that's an American address. This would be the store that he took the idea from. So this particular product at $42.82, it's a difficult one to make profitable. I know this from helping the student out. He's sold many of these, maybe even 100 of these, but was only barely profitable, I think, because the price is just not there. This is US dollars, so what's that in AUD? 46 USD in AUD. We're talking 72 bucks. Oh, that's close, but it was costing him 50 bucks per sale on Facebook, which leaves $20 to buy the product and nothing left for profit. So you've got to find a way to get more orders for less. The ebook, yeah, that might help. Maybe you could find a cheaper supplier. Still, it's a tricky product to make profitable. But how do you make money from this? Well, once you've got the sale, you sell other grooming products through your emails, through your retargeting. And if you can break even on your first product, there's a good chance that you can actually go and make money on your follow-up products through catalog ads and through showcasing your products via your email thank you series. And that's obviously what these guys are doing here. This is their main, maybe what you might call a tripwire product. And that strategy can work. It's worked for me a few times. It has nearly worked on a few stores that I didn't continue, and it has worked on other stores that I did continue. Having a tripwire product and then showcasing other more expensive products can work really, really well. And some of these are really small products, like 30 bucks, 15 bucks. So they must be getting a lot of sales through emails for these guys. Dog niche is great, by the way. Oh man, we've gone over time. So let's end the session there for the day. Do I 3 times the price for products to make a profit? Sometimes I even 4 times the price. Sometimes I even 4.5 times the price. I'm a bit cheeky. Here is a link to the spreadsheet, guys. You want to go through it your own time. Quite often, if you want an easier product to launch, you could go back and look at February. If these products are still live in Facebook ads, there's a good chance that they're still very good products to launch. If you're looking for an easy product with consistent sales. Not necessarily the most lucrative product, but definitely the easiest. If you're looking just to get off the ground, make some money, learn the basics, learn what you're doing with an easy to sell product, find the winners from, say, a few months ago, and have an easy time. If you're looking for more challenge, go for the white products or the yellow products, because sometimes challenging can mean more lucrative sales, but more risk versus reward. And just remember, even a guy like me, I'm making probably, let's do some maths here. Of the stores that I've made, most of my store, nearly 99% of the store, no, even 100%. 100% of the stores that I build make revenue. I say revenue there. 100% of them make revenue. I reckon 90% of them at least make some profit. And from there, it's really a question of effort versus reward in scaling. And sometimes the profit tends to make some profit for a little while and become increasingly more difficult to keep going. And then sometimes you get a halo product that just keeps going and going and going and going and going. But it's about volume, okay? It's about stepping in, making a store, testing it out, seeing if you got the skills to make the right ads, to get the right sales at the right price to make a profit. And if not, it's about pivoting and just keep trying until you find that formula that works for you, until you've got that store that's making you money. Anyway, guys, I'm out of here. Go enjoy your Sundays. For the rest of the Sunday, go do some work. That's what I'm going to do. Actually, no. Go and enjoy your family time. That's what I'm going to do. And I will see you all again on Tuesday for some more product research. Till then, take care and have a wonderful day.